Hello, I'm Audrey Niffenegger. I'm going to read a short passage from my new book, Her Fearful Symmetry. This is a chapter called The History of Her Ghost and describes how the ghost in my ghost story is developing. Elsbeth Noblin had been dead for almost a year now, and she was still figuring out the rules. At first, she had simply drifted around her flat. She had little energy and spent a great deal of time staring at her former possessions. She would doze off and reawaken hours, perhaps days later. She couldn't tell. It didn't matter. She was shapeless and spent whole afternoons rolling around on the floor, from one patch of sunlight to another, letting it heat every particle of her as though she were air, so that she rose and fell, warmed and cooled. She discovered that she could get into small spaces, and this led to her first experiment. Her desk had one drawer which she had never been able to open. It must have been stuck, because the key that unlocked all the others didn't work on the lower left-hand drawer. It was a shame. It would have been handy for keeping files. Now, Elsbeth drifted into it through the keyhole. It was empty. She was slightly disappointed, but there was something about being in the drawer that she liked. Being compressed into 2 cubic feet gave her a solidity that she quickly became addicted to. She didn't have separate body parts yet, but when she crowded into the drawer, Elsbeth felt sensations akin to touch, feelings that might be skin against hair, tongue against teeth. She began to stay in the drawer for long periods, to sleep, to think, to calm herself. It's like going back to the womb, she thought, happy to be contained.